Hey guys, welcome back. This is Hoosier CrossFit Winter Rendezvous workout number 2. It's going to be a 5-minute clock for a barbell complex to obtain max points during the 5 minutes. So the complex itself comprises 1 clean, 1 front squat, 1 thruster, and 1 shouldered overhead, which we'll talk more about the movement standards here after a little bit. So the breakdown of this is that each team will have 5 weight options to choose from, and the team must designate which weight that they will be using prior to the workout beginning with the judge. You must keep your designated weight once confirmed with the judge. Both partners may use different weights, but must switch plates out at your discretion during the workout. So kind of the breakdown of the weights that you'll be able to choose is 45 pounds for females or 65 pounds for guys. This will get you 1 point per lift or 4 points per complex. So every time that you do 1 clean, you get 1 point, 1 front squat, 1 point, 1 thruster, 1 point, 1 shoulder overhead, 1 point, which equals 4 points for that complex. If you choose the next heaviest weight, 65 pounds for females, 95 pounds for guys, that gives you 2 points per per movement, 8 points per complex. The next heaviest weight is 95 pounds for females, 135 pounds for guys. This is 3 points per movement, 12 points per complex. 115 for ladies, 165 for guys, 4 points per movement, 16 points per complex. And then lastly, 135 for girls, 185 for guys, 5 points per movement, or 20 points per complex. So kind of how this will work, and we'll kind of show you here after a little bit as well, exactly how it will work, is one partner must complete the full complex before the second partner begins the complex. So just as an example, partner 1 completes 1 clean plus 1 front squat but fails the thruster. Partner 1 must pick the bar back up and then complete the thruster and the shoulder to overhead movement before partner 2 can begin their complex. The clean itself is any variation of power clean, full clean, or split clean. The front squat, if you full clean, the rep above it does not count towards your front squat. Then the thruster, the front squat above may not be used as your thruster. And then the shoulder overhead, the press, push, jerk, or split jerk the weight. There's no scaling specifically on this workout. You just have to choose a lighter load to be able to get through the load. So that's the logistics, the breakdown of the workout. Now we're just going to kind of actually show you what a workout's going to look like and then go over the movement standards as well. All right, so the breakdown of the weights, every team will have 1 men's 45-pound bar, and then every team will have a full set of plates. They'll have 45s, 35s, 25s, 15s, 10s, 5s, and 2.5s to choose from as far as that's what the plate load will be. So then anything that you're not using will then be placed underneath the pull-up cage. For this specific sequence, we're going to do the male-female category. Heather's going to choose to use 95 pounds, which will be 3 points per lift. And I'm going to choose to use the 135 pounds for the men, which will also be the 3 points per lift. So Heather's loading up right now 25 pounds on the bar, which will be 95 pounds total. And then on the side of that, we have 15s and 5s, so we'll add those on to make my 135. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, go, she will power clean the weight or clean the weight of any variation. She's going to power clean it, right? So make sure that the full open hip at the top. Then she'll go through a front squat, hip crease below knee, full standing open hip at the top. Then she'll thruster the weight, full squat to a full press, back to the rack position, and then shoulder to overhead anyhow. And then that's 1 full complex rest. So we're just going to real quick talk about some good reps, bad reps. So good reps, power clean, full clean, split clean. We're not going to go through the whole sequence, but what we do need to see is a full open hip extension after you catch the clean. So after she catches it, she needs to stand up, and then she can begin her front squat. And then she goes hip crease below knee, stand up tall. Again, hip crease is fully standing open at the top. And now she will go through a thruster. Big key thing is that it needs to be 1 fluid movement on the press. You can come back down the front rack. So meaning that she can't jerk the weight on the thruster as she's pressing up and through, and she can't also front squat it and then press it like she just did there. That would be a no rep on the thruster, right? When she does go through the thruster, then she'll go shoulder to overhead. Again, just making sure that she's fully standing upright after she finishes the movement and has control, then the bar can come down, right? So she's going to start, she goes through 1 full complex of that work. And then if she decides to, she can do multiple complexes of this work before partner 2 takes over. So she doesn't have to, you don't have to switch each round. You can go through multiple complexes before your partner takes over. Now for me to be able to jump in, now we can both work together to add on the plate. So she's going to go ahead and add on 135 pounds total, so she'll add on the 5s and the 15s on each side, which brings us up to 135 pounds. And then both partners again can help each other to add on and take off weight. Now I'm ready to go on this complex, so then I would go through the same sequence as well on this. Again, you can't switch weights out once you have designated your weight to start the workout, right? So if I decide to go through this and Heather decided that she wanted to try 135 pounds, she could not, because she already told the judge at the start of the workout that she was using 95 pounds, so that's what she has to use to be able to go through that. So that's the complex and the movement standards and for workout number 2.